Hi, welcome to the Market Alert for Friday, the 8th of June 2018. So, yesterday in the pound, we see the market finding support at the two averages here, closing back above with some professional buying after there was some selling. The market then moves higher, right up to the R2. You see there driving through the R1 as well with some professional buying. And then the market just having no follow through. It's just a fade in the market there, and then we see a potential sell signal. The market then closes below the average and just at the psychological level there of 134.50. The market tries to bounce back. We get a bit of a test here at the R1 and the previous day's high, and then the market slams it, and then we end up moving lower all the way down to the S2. We then get a quick rebound back up to the averages, but once we close back below, the market moves lower again, but finds support at the S2, and then we see the market race back. So fairly predictable moves there if you use all of these tools. At the moment we're just above the DP, and that's indication that we could see the market move higher. However, a close below the two averages could see the market move down this way as well. So the best way to determine this is to look at the daily charts, and at the moment we've got a bit of a not move in progress here, and I'm just going to add in another trend line here just so you can see what's going on there. So we've got this shaping up as well. If the market does move higher, watch for the 76%. We've also got to close above this 20 bar moving average as well, and also the high of this bar, which will be an area of resistance, which is going to be 134.47 there. And news today, well, it's just the G7 today. That's all the news you've got. That starts at 11:15. That will be going on throughout the weekend as well. And in the Dow yesterday, let's just have a look in the pre-market session of this one. It was fairly sideways. Not a lot to report there, just trading range really, and then it became narrower just before the start of the Dow's official session. You can see there, then we had a bit of selling coming in. Notice this bar here, very high volume, the market coming off the lows, tested at the 50 bar average, closed above the 20 bar average, closed above the psychological level, then the buying came in, and we see the market move up around 70 points, and then we get some profit taking coming in, bringing the market all the way back down. We go through the 20 bar average here, but not through the 50. We go through it, we don't close below it, and then we see the market test at the psychological level of 25,200 as well, before we move back up again. So we've got also in this area, of course, we will have one of these. I always do this, take the check mark out when it's after hours. There we go. So there you'll see down to the 76% retracement as well. Market closes back above it, back above the 20 bar average, then through the psychological level, then quick drive all the way up before we see some profit taking. You'll see here those two bars are greater than the average there as well, and then we get just a bit of a choppy bit before the market comes back down. We've also got a double top here, market at the 25,300, struggling back below the 20 bar average, back below the psychological level there of 25,250, and then all the way back down to where we started at 25,200. You see the buying coming back in this market. Market comes back below where the buying came in, and there was no more selling there, so the market was brought back. Now we've also got the 200 bar average down at this level as well, and you can see once the market closes above this, after retesting here, the market then moves higher, but only by 50 points, and then comes back and has another look at this 25,200. And what we can determine from this is that the 25,200 level is important to the traders, because we've come back and looked at it on several occasions and gone back above it. But where's the market trading at the moment on the overnight? Well, we're back here again. We're at this crucial area at the moment. It needs to hold here if the market's to move higher. However, we've got a few problems here. We're below the 50, the 200 and the 20 bar average, and also the DP. And the pivot point rules are that if the market is trading below the DP, then it is technically bearish. Doesn't mean to say it will go down, because we've got to factor in this down here as well, that this 25,200 level has been an important level, so keep an eye on that. You'll also see that the volume is high here too, just at this time, trying to hold the market at this area. And finally, in Bitcoin, you can see that the market's been sideways, very quiet yesterday. This market doing absolutely nothing, struggling to hold above the 20 bar average there at the moment as well. You look in the lower time frames, you can see that yesterday was just sideways. This is a $50 range, $100 down to here, so that's all it managed to trade yesterday, and about $70 on the overnight so far, so very quiet for Bitcoin. And again, no surprise to me, it's got to consolidate from its massive bubble that it had last year, so watching the consolidation in this market. Right, that will do it for this one and for this week. So if there's anything to report, I will let you know. Other than that, have a great weekend, and as ever, thanks for watching. See you in the next one.